All right, we got to shoot this in portrait because I can't zoom out any further, but this is a tactical shower for those people stuck on the field for a bit of a time. This thing cost about 30 bucks total. The most expensive part is going to be that pump sprayer right there, depending on the size you want to get. So we'll start with that guy first. So that's a Husqvarna 2-gallon pump sprayer. So Home Depot, I think it was like $24, $25, something like that. And all you got to do is replace, so this one's got the fat cable. The less expensive ones are going to have the non-pliable one. So you have to cut the pump sprayer off of it and then the tip, and then make an incision about an inch long, and that'll allow you to squeeze the tube. This I got for like $3, Home Depot special, right? Typical lawn sprayer. So you see a little bit out of there with no pressure, right? So you're gonna take the slit end and slide it up into the fitting. If you can somehow get it over the fitting, then your money. Otherwise, and you could put a hose clamp on it. Otherwise, little duct tape or a lot of electrical tape will work, right? So no water in this now, but essentially it works just like your average pump sprayer. You know, pump the handle and you got enough pressure for about 1.5 minutes worth of soak down and then rinse off, right? This guy right here, 1/2-inch PVC. If you get the 10-foot pieces, you're gonna need about 7 of these total, and you're gonna cut the vertical members at 6 feet. Now that's what I recommend. Any higher and it's gonna flex a little too much because 1/2-inch PVC's got some play to it. So 6 foot, 4 pieces, and then you're gonna need 8 3-foot pieces. And again, I go with 3 as opposed to 4. That gives you just enough for a one-man stall, right? So perfect amount of privacy in there. And then you're gonna need 8 of these three-way elbow fittings down here, right? It goes together really easy. I mean, you can see it here. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure it out. You make your frame up top, your frame down below, and then your 4 vertical members go together. It's all friction held. This thing goes up in like 5 minutes. So the most lengthiest part is actually staking it down. So if you have those green stake, you know, from the camo poles, you just pop 4 of those in the ground, take some 550 cord and stabilize it from the top, right? Now you can use regular tarps. So what we went with here, I got issued I think it's a 8-foot or 7-foot by 10-foot tarp or some shit like that. I don't know. I don't know the dimensions on it, but either way, 2 ponchos would work, or 2 tarps, or I've got a combination of 1 each, right? So zip tied it to the top. A lot of these parts will bungee together. So if you got the tarp, you can run the holes together and then you're good there, right? Stake it to the ground. See, the wind's kicking this thing back and forth like a sail right now, but it's not going anywhere. So I think this will probably sustain a good 30-mile-an-hour gust. If you got anything more than that, then you know you might want to stake down the bottom and then maybe reinforce the top. That is pretty much it. Underneath the camo net, it is probably, what do you think, 85, 90 degrees out right now? 85 seems pretty good. It is 9:30 in the morning. But the camo net's keeping it pretty cool under here. At night, you could probably, I'm planning on just running some chem lights or something underneath here. We just so happen to be in an area, even though it's tactical, there's a fucking power light like directly underneath this. So we've got some weird glow at night, but either way, chem lights would work. You probably also want to dig a little trench around the outside over there for your water to go by, and then keep in mind that you know, field sand, environmental shit, you know, gray water disposal. So if you're just using this to rinse your money, if you're using this to bathe, then you might want to take it even further off in the distance. But you could literally set this up. I mean, our talk is probably, I don't know, 50 meters from here, and I got a sleep tent that's probably 15 meters from here. So this thing is undercover. Nobody's gonna see it. You got total privacy. I'm gonna pop a table right here for people to lay their shit as they come in. Maybe a card table out back, something like that, but that's pretty much it. So that is the shower, and then you got your other field expedient method. So again, you're out here for fucking days on end, right, with no way to get back or refit, right? So this is your primitive washing machine, all right? Real easy. So you got 2 5-gallon buckets from Lowe's. These things are like fucking $3 each, right? And then you got, hang on. And then you you got your lid for like $1.50 or something. So again, 2 5-gallon buckets. I took what is it, a 1/4-inch drill bit, and then basically you're going to manipulate this thing just like you would your washing machine at home. How the tumble has the holes perforated for draining. Same concept here, right? So you're going to use that. You're going to use this as your actual basin, right? So real easy. This, insert serrated bucket into there. Notice I've got holes in the bottom too, and it only comes up about to where the outside lip of the other bucket is. Okay, so you're gonna fill your water up about 3/4 of the way, and keep in mind that your clothes are gonna soak up some of this shit too. So you notice when you're finished, your water will be down more like here than up here. All right. So a little bit of detergent goes a long way in the field, guys. So the more you put in there, the more you got to rinse out, right? So I just put maybe a couple teaspoons in there, depending on how bad my shit is, right? So probably 3 t-shirts, a few pairs of underwear, 3 socks, something like that. Every 3 days I'm doing this, right? And then my uniforms I do separately because they're a little bulkier, right? So once you put the lid on, you got your water in here, you got your soap activated, you throw your clothes in, you fucking go to town, right? 5 minutes of a good agitation, right? Take them out, wring them out, try to get all that soap out, right? Go back, refill your bucket with like 3 more gallons of water. You don't even need the serrated part, you just rinse inside of the bucket itself, and then boom, wring them out, try to line dry. The intent here is now we have some privacy back here. So my ECP I'm not going to show you because, you know, OPSEC, but anyway, you could see this camo net from when you're entering the fob. I'm not exactly trying to show off to a GO my dirty laundry on the line. However, if it's at night and you know, I get out here late enough, I could probably go ahead and put some lines out and start drying some stuff overnight if you got a good breeze, right? So just an FYI. Otherwise, you know, you turn a cot sideways, you could wring them over that, something, but obviously you don't want to air your laundry out. You know, it's not exactly a good sight for people to see. So try to keep it out of sight. But either way, that's more or less how you stay in the field clean. Stepping it up just a little bit. When this thing breaks down, you literally have only a few poles that are long, and I put all the fittings in the bucket. My zip ties go in the bucket, and then the washer itself is nothing. So it literally takes up barely any space in the back of a Humvee. I suspect if you got some fitters here, some fitting or PVC couplers here, you could probably slice these in half. So you just need 4 more of these, and then you could make all 3-foot poles, and then just have your couplers here, and then put all that shit together, and then it's even more compact. So now you're not traveling with 6-foot poles, you're traveling with 3-foot poles, right? So that's about it. Leave your comments below. Thanks.